Welcome back to Automotive Detailing. In this video, we have a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500 single cab. It is my dad's truck. It sits outside 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And the paint is kind of hammered, and we're going to do our best to transform this truck to make it look as new as possible. Let's do it. So you guys, on this 2005 Ram 1500 of my dad's, it is maroon in color. I'll go around, I'll show you guys the whole outside of it. It's pretty hammered. It sits outside all the time. It never gets a break from the sun, the snow, the rain, the salt on the road. Whatever's on the road is gonna be on the truck. And it has been a while. It's been several years since I've done anything to this truck. And you guys are gonna see in just a minute how bad the paint is. But my goal in this video is to not make it look brand new, because that's out of reality, but make it look as new as possible. Try to make it look way better. How about that? We're probably gonna end up doing a full paint correction, and then we're gonna apply a protection at the end. We're gonna clean up the tires, clean up the wheels. It's got the steel chrome, I guess is the best way to put it as far as wheels are concerned. The tires are pretty new, and they have white lettering on them. So I love that look on trucks. I think that's gonna look absolutely amazing. But there is a lot of nicks and scratches. This is an old farm truck. It's actually low miles, only has like 36,000 miles. It's an 05. But my dad got it off an old man, and he was like a farmer. He used to take cattle and stuff with it. So it has problems. I'm not the stuff that I can't get rid of. My goal here, like I said, is to try to make this thing look as new as possible and get it back to where this truck looks excellent. All right, you guys, as you can see, just from this very first clip, it's pretty hammered. The truck does not get washed as much as it should be, especially if it was like my truck. But my dad uses it as a work truck. They haul stuff with it, and they use it when they need a truck, basically. Other than that, it just sits around in the sun. Doesn't have much shade around. There's trees around, and that's why you see a lot of stuff that's on the paint. But when they mow the grass, it doesn't get moved, so that's what you're seeing on the paint there, and it just gets baked into the paint. You're not going to believe how rough this paint is. Just listen to this. I would not recommend rubbing on your paint, especially when it's dirty, because you're going to cause imperfections, but we're not going to add any more imperfections this thing already has in it. As you guys will see, it's got swirls all over it. It's got oxidation all over it. It's pretty hammered. I know I say that quite a few times in this video, but you're going to see when we go around the corner here, this is the tailgate. We go around the corner to the right side, how bad it is where the sun is hitting it. It looks terrible. As you can see right there, the lines coming down. It's coming off that tonneau cover, bringing the dirt down, and that's just the water, where the water is actually dried with dirt in it. That right there is a big ding. Nothing I can do with that. And the truck has quite a few of those all the way around it. Like I said, it was a farmer's truck. It's got door dings. It's got hail damage. But we're going to make this truck look absolutely amazing, and you guys are going to want to stick around to the very end to see the final results of this truck. So make sure you take a second to go down and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to shut up now and let you guys enjoy the rest of this video.
There's no wax on this. Nothing.
Alright guys, so I'm still in the process of drying, but now that the sun's down I can kind of show you. This thing has a lot of oxidation. I'm hoping the camera picks it up. Looking at my screen, it looks really good. But it is a hazy color, if that's the best way I can describe it, kind of a cloudy color. Really wish I could give you guys a really good view. I think the camera's gonna make it look like it's not, but it's definitely got oxidation.
So I made a video in the past using Malco's SAP to remove tree sap, but to see it remove oxidation this easily was mind-blowing to me. So as I was going around, I was cleaning the trim, as obviously when I was spraying it, it was getting on the paint. I was like, that looks like it's removing the oxidation. So that's why I decided to mark off a spot on the hood and to see what it would do, and I was absolutely blown away by the results. So when you're doing a paint correction, you have oxidation on the paint. Your first step paint correction, you're basically removing the oxidation. Then you're going to have to go back and try to get your swirls and stuff like that. And oxidation, as you guys probably know, will gunk your pads up. I mean, look at that difference. I mean, it's absolutely amazing to me what it did. So I did the entire truck with the SAP before I ever started polishing. When doing a paint correction, ideally you want above 6 mils of paint. Today's cars are way lower than that. This is an 05, so this is when they were using more paint back then. This truck on average came in around 6 to 6.5 mils. Inside the doors, you're getting ready to see here in just a second, about 3 mils. That's about expected, and that's going to be your thinnest part of your paint is inside the doors. So that tells me we've got plenty of paint on there to do a paint correction, but we still only want to remove the least amount possible to get the results that we're looking for, and we're not going for perfect on this truck, but we've got plenty of room to spare. Once again, we're not going for perfection, but look at the difference. It looks great in my mind. This is a 15-year-old truck that has been kind of neglected, and to get those kind of results with just a couple passes is really, really good. And then when we go back with a fine polish, it'll pick up a lot of the leftovers. So in the second step of the paint correction process, we're going to try to refine the paint, pick up any minor imperfections that may be left over on the surface, and bring out as much gloss as possible. So this is a great example right here. Look how great that panel looks. And as I move over to where I haven't been, you can see the scratches, very minor, left over, and the finishing polish picked those up, no problem at all. So this is the part of the detail that I don't care to do. And to be honest with you, my dad probably wouldn't have even noticed or even cared if I wouldn't have done it. But to me, I can't do a half job. And I knew that I needed to make these look as good as possible. And it really changes the look of the car when you don't see all the haziness and oxidation around the badging like was on here before. It just makes it look so much nicer. I've seen cars on the road and cars that come into the shop that look really nice, and then you look at the badging and all you see is blocks around it where a polisher had gone around it or they had went around it cleaning it but didn't take the time to get in there and do the job right. And when you don't do it right, it sticks out like a sore thumb. And the last step to every detail for me is to throw some tire shine on, and that's the best feeling because that means that I am done with this detail. All right, you guys, this thing is done. It is cleaned up, it is protected, it is ready to hit the road, and it should be good for another year. This thing was a lot of work, but I'll tell you what, the hard work and labor pays off because look at the end result. And that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I'm gonna end this video with some before and after shots, and you guys can see the difference, the complete turnaround that we made with this truck. And I say we because it's me and the products that I use because I can't do it alone. The complete turnaround that we made with this truck, you guys are about ready to see it, and it is absolutely crazy. So thank you so much for joining in and watch the channel and enjoy the ending.